All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakak,
Kodash.
Kodash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and Rule Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect brothers out there teaching this truth and the confusion of sisters is waking up, as well as the aquas that actually listen and are taking heed of the doctrine. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
All right, yeah, we just about to get into the simple fact, man. Esau, he tries to perpetuate that Jake, so-called Latinos, Negroes, and Native Americans are the people that's doing the most crime in this society, but it's really him. You know, they don't put that on the media. They do that to shed a bad light on us and still as another form to keep that white supremacy, superiority complex going, man. But really, Esau, he's the one that's committing all the murders, man. All right, what was it? Just this year, it was over 154 killings that were all pretty much done by Esau. All right, like, but they still try to push it like you still supposed to fear to go around Jake, man. All right.
God, this guy will go around, the world and be the real thug and gangster. You know, he takes people's natural resources.
That's funny. I was
You
just
know,
supposed to get that.
the Micah too.
Yep.
God,
I just got
yeah. He's the one who takes the natural resources. He takes people's heritage. He is constantly telling you how to live your life, you know, and everything he does is wicked. Okay,
See, it's all contrary, man.
but he'll try to make himself holier than thou, man. All right, but this guy's the true criminal of the world. He's that vagabond running around, man.
This is Micah chapter 2, verse 2. It says, and they covered. Started one.
You just started one.
This is Micah 2 and 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in their power. It's like it is in the power of their hand. And they covered fields, and that links up with that wisdom of Solomon, man. What it says, let our shit. If we want to get it, it's in Wisdom of Solomon, the second chapter. It basically says the judgment comes by the power of their hands. Wisdom of Solomon. Second chapter. But yeah, it says, and they cover fields and take them by violence and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Basically, like it says, what they not have stolen till they had enough. Esau not only does he take your land, he'll steal your identity, man. All right. He wasn't just calling himself after being called the Jews, man. He was calling it with the Egyptians, man, the Greeks, the Romans, all that. Esau will take what you got. It's mine, nigga. This is me now.
It's like these movies. You always see The Last Samurai. He's the Mexican.
He's the last.
He's everything, man.
Starring Brad Pitt.
I got that for you though. Wisdom of Solomon 2. I'm gonna start at 9 though. Salaki 2 and 10. It says, "Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age." And that's what he does. He oppresses the poor righteous man. He creates these laws that are unrighteous. All right, that basically it's a never-ending pit for us. We can never rise above. They have a term called a glass ceiling. Okay, where basically the Israelites can only reach a certain level, man. And once they hit that glass ceiling, they can't go anywhere else. Yeah, they can see up above. They can see what's going on, but they'll never obtain that status. Okay, no matter how hard they try. And I'm gonna keep reading. Verse 11. Let our strength be the law of justice.
That's right.
For that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
That's the same way they did with the Romans, man. Because it said the earth was quiet before them. That Esau had did so much killing, murder, and thrusting, man. And then his other sword being the pen and the gun. Because the people that rule society, they write the history, whether it be all facts or whether it be deceptive, man. They'll paint, and what Esau has always done is paint his enemy to be the bad guy and make him look like the good guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, by demonizing the enemy, like the elder apostle Ariam Lab had that video he just put up. I believe it was yesterday about, or it was the day before, about how Esau demonizes the enemy to make everybody get on his side and make him look like the good guy in history, man. But really, he's the guy that came in and he took everything. He came in, he did the most damage, man. Not only did he just oppress the people, he totally distorted the minds and changed the laws of these people, man, to fall out to his way.
Yep.
I got Isaiah 10.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask you to go back to that Micah 2, because the third verse is really good too. But read that Isaiah 10.
All right, yes.
And then we'll jump back to that.
It's Isaiah 10, chapter 1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed."
Yeah, and they're the ones that are, in the positions of power, okay? Because what does it say in Job 9 and 24? The earth is given to the hands of the wicked, all right? Starting with the top elites, man. You know, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, all right? And then going, down the ladder, man, okay? They're the ones who are in power. You know, even if you do have a Israelite that's in, I guess you could say, in office, they're just taking orders, man. All right, they're getting bought out by these corporations, to further their agenda. All right,
Yep.
they're the ones who are ultimately writing these laws, man, and all their laws are grievous. What does it say? I think it's in Proverbs that the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. No matter what they do, it's just nothing but gonna be painful. It's gonna hurt not only you but the earth. The animals. This guy is just the harbinger of death, man. This man is designed to take peace from the earth, as it says in Revelation 6 and 4.
And it talks about how he affects our people with flatteries, man. Like they'll make these promises, especially like the politicians when they're running for office, and it'll be certain promises they'll make. But even those promises that they'll make, they're detrimental to your livelihood, man, in some way or form or fashion. It's just like lowering taxes. That sounds good, but lowering taxes does what, man? That messes with the economy if you really can't afford to lower taxes, man. All these bailouts over years. That's the reason why we had such high taxes, man. Not to mention it was designed to take more money from the poor than from the rich. The rich, I believe their taxes did get raised when Obama had raised taxes, man. But that's how you know it's always this with Esau, man. Like the elder apostle Tahar would get into like talking about what was it, the plebeians. Basically how they had the same thing going on in Rome. We had two different houses that were opposing against each other, but it was really the two sides of the same coin, man. Like Esau, with the Democrats, they could be saying one thing, and then they off on this, and really they both got the same agenda. It's just like the Republicans can be saying one thing, and then they off on this, man.
Yeah, it's all theatrics. It keeps the people's mind in basically, I guess you could say, like a rat race, man.
Yeah.
Constantly occupied and just they're not paying attention to the real agenda. Did you have anything?
It's a little bit more on this,
okay.
And then I got the Michael. Yeah. It says to turn aside the needy from judgment, so like he was going to, because they basically use, not just Jake, but the majority of Jacob's poor, but they use pretty much the poor to forward their agenda to make money off of winning businesses. One of the reasons why a lot of Edomites don't even want Trump to build that wall is because America is run by what? Mostly Jake, man. And when I'm saying Jake, this time I'm talking about Issachar, man. They can't afford for them to build up a wall because the majority of these companies are run by Issachars that don't even have their green card, man. They don't even have their papers, man. So these companies, they not messing with Trump on that idea, man.
Oh, for sure. All in all, it's for sure though, Ak, Trump knows that, especially him being a business owner, he knows that a lot of his workforce, I guess you could say the grunt, workers and all that, they're either they're Mexican or Guatemalan, El Salvadorian, you know, what a Honduran, you know. So and then they're gonna work their butts off for low pay, man. You know, it's like I said, it's just all for show, man. And they really, the real reason why they want to build that wall is because they want to keep the people in the United States when all hell breaks loose, when martial law is declared, when this place is, going down the drain, man, circling down the drain.
Exactly.
You know, because why would you want your, people you pay the least and work the hardest leave? That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. That reminds me of that one song that that nigga CeeLo had made. It was he said, I wonder if this gate was built to keep crime out or keep our ass in. And that's basically how it's gonna be with martial law, man. You know, they trying to. It's easier to exterminate a problem if you have them cornered and centered, man. It's easy to beat somebody's ass if they in the corner versus if they scattered everywhere, man.
Yep.
And that's what he's trying to exterminate the majority of Jake and lower the population decrease. And they need more. They need to let these people know that hey, right now you actually are our slaves. Now we ain't doing that play crap where you said emancipate. You think you free. No, we letting you know this time you really in slavery.
Yep.
This is, and we're gonna tag you to make sure, man, that you know. That's the agenda that Esau is trying to fulfill right now.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Which is all, and who is that? It's talking about Israel, man. Israel is under that curse of being a widow and a fatherless, and we spiritually, the Lord had let us go, man. You know, we were widowed, we didn't have a husband. Fatherless, we didn't have a father, man. All right, go back to that Micah.
Yep. Did you finish? Did you do 2 and 2?
No, it's still some more to it.
And then they go to 3.
This is verse 2. It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away, so that they may oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And they've, we talked about they first off they'll steal all your resources. Like look at Venezuela right now. The main reason why they're in there is because of the oil. There's also gold and other natural resources, man, other minerals in there that can be used. Okay, and especially that oil. Venezuela is the highest has the highest oil reserves, man. All right, that's why you have not only the United States but Russia involved in that place right now. Okay, this man wants to take everything that you have. Okay, and after that, hey, this man is so sick. He wants to take you who you are, man. He wants to be you. That's why you got right now those Khazars, those Amalekites, call themselves Jewish.
And we were getting oppressed for it, trying to come back to our own heritage. We getting told that those are the Jews. They get mad when we say we're the Jews. They be like, well, all you gotta do is believe that you're of the tribe of Israel. But it can't be us, man. It can't be us saying that we believe and that we're of the tribe of Israel. And we have faith. No, we gotta have records that go back to something, this, that, and the third.
DNA
based off DNA that go back to them because they think that they're still the true Jew. Yeah, all these DNA tests, man. Yeah, Esau's he is still your heritage, and then if you try to profess what you are, you get oppressed for it.
Yep.
We can't even come back to our nationality saying that we are of the 12 tribes of Israel without Esau saying that we're not, or that we gotta share it with them. Like no, the Lord don't want it that way, man. Y'all did y'all dirt, and He wants you to pay for it.
That's right.
All right, it says, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, against his family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil.
That's right, okay? The Lord is devising evil against you, okay? All right, that's why your nation is falling. That's why you're hooked on fentanyl, opioids, heroin. A lot of you are committing suicides. Yeah, suicides are rates are they're skyrocketing, man, right now. The majority of the people who are committing suicide are you Edomites, and the Lord is not going to allow you to escape it, man. All right, and for you elites, you're going to go into hardcore slavery. You're the first fruits of slavery, man.
That's right.
Okay. You're gonna reap what you've sown. Okay? May I get this in Ezekiel 35?
Come on, go ahead, bro.
I'm going to get this in Ezekiel 35 and 1. It says, Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it. And that's basically talking about Esau. I think that's in Genesis, the 36th chapter. It talks about how, Esau is Edom, and how they dwelt in Mount Seir. Okay? So that's just, basically saying that we got to prophesy against these people. And it says, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh. And your cities will be destroyed, okay? And your main stronghold, which is America, is going to be completely annihilated. It's going to be eradicated off the face of the earth, okay? It's just going to be a desert. And all your cities that you've taken control of, and that you established your system, it's going to be taken out, man, okay? And in that day, you're going to know that was the Lord Yahweh that did all these things, all right, unto you. I got a little bit more to you.
No, go ahead.
Verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. See, if thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Okay? And this is why all these evil things are happening unto you. That's why you're experiencing the curses now.
That's right.
It's because you had a perpetual hatred towards your brother Jacob, okay? Which that consists of the 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? Because really, Jacob and Esau were brothers, but you broke that brotherly covenant. That's in the book of Amos, the 1st chapter. So you're not our brother anymore.
Get it? Amos 1:11.
Yeah, because it talks about the transgression too, man. How the Lord's not gonna, basically forgive them.
Come.
And I'm gonna read one more, verse 7. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out and him that returneth. So your whole sea line is gonna be destroyed. You're not gonna come back after you serve your 1,000 years of slavery. And that's because you didn't hate blood. All right, so that blood's gonna pursue you. All right, you're that wicked man. All right, and it goes way back, man. It goes back to Genesis, man, in the garden. It starts off in the garden with you being the serpent people, man. Okay, then the serpent became Cain, and then Cain became Esau. And what did Cain do to his brother Abel? He killed him. All right. So it's always been good versus evil. All right. It's all good. Because it says in Sirach that good is set against evil.
Yeah, that's the balance that the Lord created, man. He made this guy to be contrary, man.
That's right.
Somebody had to do the job. A lot of people don't want to face the fact that Esau is that evil and that wicked, but he is, man. Somebody had to do this job, man. I got this Amos.
I'm gonna see if there's any more to this Ezekiel 35, because I think there's a little more.
All right. So this is your fine, Esau, right here. This is you being fined, and these are your rights being read to you. What you're being charged with. All right, this is Amos chapter 1, verse 11. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom." So these, for the laws that you broke, the covenant, as far as that the Lord had set up between us and you. As long as you ain't mess with us, things is all cool. This is it. All right, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. And he did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. So for those 4 things, the Lord is about to jack you up, man. There is no mercy. There is no seeking it carefully with tears. No, it's over with, man. If you can't, hey, it's nothing you can do about it, but take the punishment that's coming, man. You trying to fight against it. It's not gonna happen, man. Like the Lord told Saul, who was called Paul. He said it's hard for you to kick against the pricks, man. And that's to a man that he actually not only was that man an Israelite, this man was a prophet, who actually taught his word, man. And he couldn't fight it. There's nothing we can do against his word but be for it, man. Luckily, we just happen to be on of the Lord's chosen, man. And hopefully we be those men. It says, but I will send a fire upon Taman, which shall devour the palaces of Basra. It says,
Yep. And when you look up that word Basra, it means sheepfold, man. And it says in Jeremiah the 63rd chapter that there's going to be a great slaughter in Basra. All right, and the Lord requires what? A sacrifice. So you're going to be that great sacrifice, man. All right, very soon.
Since you said that, the numbers.
Oh man,
you got it.
Oh, it's like I had it.
Yeah,
I want to get it. I'm gonna read this too as well. Can I get this real quick and then read that, because this actually will make everything up. This is Ezekiel 35 and 15. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. And weren't they happy when we went down? Aren't they happy in our lowest, us being in our lowest state right now? And so the Lord's gonna do it unto you. That's why you have nothing but Edomite bums everywhere now. Oh, doped up. They're losing their minds. Their morale is just completely done. Okay. You people are losing, all right, and we're laughing at your calamities now, man. Because your kingdom is falling. And it says, "Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh." So you're all gonna be destroyed, man. Okay, and it's a righteous thing. I'm gonna get Numbers 35. Whoops, it's locked here. Numbers 35 and 33. And it reads, "So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it."
That's right.
Your blood has to be shed, okay? Because you're the one who originally shedded the blood, man. All right, and this is the only way that this earth can get cleansed, man. By your bloodshed. You have a blood debt, okay? You cannot buy your way out of this. You cannot cry your way out of this. Okay, you cannot negotiate, man. All right? You cannot negotiate. These are the judgments that are written, man. And it says, we read in Ezekiel the 35th chapter, that since you love the blood is going to pursue you.
It's going to pursue you.
You reap what you sow, Galatians 6 and 7, man.
And the Lord is so cold. We talk about it all the time. Everything that people desire to have is going to be their best enemy in that day, man. Everything that's not Yahweh Shem Yahushua, if you didn't seek that, shit, your own dog going to turn against you. You want to love that dog more than you love the Lord? You want to be a homosexual? It'd be funny if a stud was killed by mouth and dildo or something like that, or a homosexual got raped to death or something like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be things like that because the Lord has a sense of humor. You wanted to pursue this, well, the Lord said He's gonna use your own imagination against you, man. But this is Genesis 9 and 6. It says, "Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of the Most High made He him." So like made He man. All right. So yeah, that's how we like we was just saying. The sacrifice that the Lord has in Basra, because they owe a blood debt, and that has to be fulfilled by their head, man. Just like that one king in the Book of Kings, he had told them, he said he had a great sacrifice for Baal, and what did he do? He gave Baal his servants, man. The men that were worshiping at Baal, they was gonna be the sacrifice, man. All right, because we had to put that blood out of the land, that wickedness out of the land. But the same with Esau, man. The Lord's coming back to cleanse the land, the whole land of the earth of Esau, of his wickedness, man. So yeah, that's why all these things are about to happen to you, man. I got a precept in Job real quick. This is Job chapter 21, verse I'm gonna start at verse 14. Well, I'm starting at verse 13. It says, "They spend their days in wealth, and in a moment go down to the grave." So the majority of y'all lives, y'all haven't like received any type of judgment, man. You know, the worst judgment you've received is what, dying. You know, and that's after a long life of wickedness. You didn't actually reap any judgment, man. Okay, it says, "Therefore they say unto the Most High, depart from us." All right, because you know what, you're a fool, man. That's why it says, "Woe unto them that are full," man. You despise the Most High, and it's over a period of time. Like I was telling this brother, like we was getting on that one guy, the training lover guy. But it's like after a period of time, when the Lord ain't judged you yet, you think you can get away with anything to the point where people start to believe, and that's why Esau believed that he been getting away with things so long, to the point where he starts to believe, well, it can't be a power there. I can do what the fuck I want, and that's how people think. That's the average person walking around in society, man. Because judgment against the evil work is not executed speedily; it is fully set in the sons of men to do wickedly, man. And how much more our people also, man? They got that same vibe that's going on. But the Lord is just literally letting what we esteem as mercy. 2/3 just think that that's the day that they can get away with shit. This is mercy that the Lord is providing, man. You about to have to pay that bill on every act that you committed, man. Shalom, Mark.
Shalom.
It says, "For we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. What is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him? Lo, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from me." It says, "How oft is the candle? It's like it. How oft is the candle of the wicked put out? And how oft cometh their destruction upon them? The Most High distributeth sorrows in His anger." So those, don't worry that you think you missed out or you didn't get your slice of the pie of this judgment. You know, you was out doing your thing. Nah. The Lord has he has a great abundance of judgments that He's about to shelf out for you, you heathens, and you 2/3 Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It's just thought that you can do whatever the hell you wanted to, man.
Any more to that? So I'll get that.
Keep going. It's a good one. That's anything.
This is Isaiah 63:1. "Who is this that cometh from Edom, with dyed garments from Basra?" And as we stated before, Basra means a sheepfold, okay? And there's going to be because the Lord requires sacrifice, and Esau is going to be that great sacrifice. Specifically here in America, is going to be that, that big, grand finale, man. Okay, because this place is going to get totally wiped out. All right, and it says, and this is where the most wickedness went down as well, man. You had all the slaughtering of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans here, the Israelites. All right, Gad got slaughtered here. The Southern Kingdom got slaughtered. Issachar got slaughtered. Reuben, Gad. And then the other tribes, when they came up over here to America, they've been getting slaughtered too, man. And it says "Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thy apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the winefat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiments. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come." And that's talking about Yahweh Shai, okay? When he comes, he's going to completely destroy these people, all right? They're going to see and feel what real strength, man. Okay, because then he's coming back as an angelic force. It says in Isaiah the 47th chapter that he shall not meet thee as a man. All right, he's coming back with that fury, man. He the first time he came here, he was a sheep that was that was silent, going to the slaughter. Now he's gonna come back as an angelic, lion, so to speak, man.
Yeah, how they wanted him to come in first, man. Don't worry. You get what you wish for, man.
That's right. I got a little bit more. It says, verse 5, and I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore my own arm brought salvation unto me, and fury it upheld me. And I will tread down the people in my anger, and make them drink in Salaki, and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth. And that's what the Lord's about to do to Esau. He's about to bring them down. Okay? And that's because he's the true terrorist, man, the true bloodshedder. All right? He's the one that's taking peace from the earth. Do you got something? Because I was going to get Revelation, the 6th chapter.
Oh, man, I do. You can read through.
Okay, Con, I'm just going to get this real quick. It's just one verse. Revelation 6 and 4. And is it 6 and 4? Yeah, Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red, which that's talking about Esau. That red horse represents Esau. Read Genesis, the 25th chapter. It talks about how Esau was red all over like a hairy garment. And it says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. And ever since this man has gone into power, peace has been taken from the earth. Not only just from the people, but also the actual planet itself, man. All right? What do they do? They have deforestation going on. You know, they pollute the waters. You know, they got garbage in space and stuff, man.
Well, yeah, and then you know, because those different forms. That's Esau, but that also represents war. The red horse is war. The white horse, Yahweh Shai. The pale horse is pestilence. The black horse is death.
Yep.
So on and so forth. But yeah, Esau, hey, like we've been saying, he's the harbinger of death, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the majority, all three of them horses represent Esau, man. Because what is Esau doing, man? He's distorting the food. Like they said, it's funny that the USDA is no longer really active like that, but USDA was approving foods that were detrimental to your health, man.
Yeah.
It's not like they gave you anything that was any benefit. It was all just a gimmick, man. It was just they just there for show.
Hey man, this man is so sick, bro. You know, they already have it. You know, the human meat and the horse meat and all that stuff, and the ground beef and whatever. Who knows what we're eating, man?
Plastic and all that shit in it, man.
This man's just gonna, bro. He turn the other cheek, man. Just let it all, all be, regulated. Everything's gonna be on the market, man. This guy's a sicko, man. And it says there was given unto him a great sword, man. And Esau's blessing, the sword. Genesis, the 27th chapter, man. You know? But, it was his lot to do these things. He was that honor, that vessel of dishonor. While the Israelites are the vessels of honor. That's spoken about, I think, in Romans, the 9th chapter. If I'm not mistaken.
Like what was it? Mordecai who said, "Far good from our goodness." I mean, far from our goodness. We was talking about Haman. It's like he's not of the Persian blood and far from us. Like, yeah, this is a disgusting nation, man. That's what you Negroes and you Latinos don't see, man. You still think this guy is God, man? No, that's an illusion. You guys love to live in La La Land, but this guy painted himself to be like that. And there's some good Edomites. You only think that way because you still have his juice in you. Like, if you ever seen somebody that looked like a so-called white man and they was that cool, they probably wasn't even what you even thought they were. They probably actually our people. Because that's the only difference, man. It is about bloodline that your spirit resonates on what type of person you're gonna be. You're gonna act like the people that you're from. You could have been raised by a whole nation of a group of people, but naturally you're gonna act like where you came from, man. Whose lineage you came from.
I was gonna add too. The only time if it is a real Edomite that's cool with you, the only reason why they're cool with you is because they want to use you.
They want to use you for something.
They won't say if they're cool with you at work, they're using you because you're gonna get something accomplished for them, so they can make more money. They can get the fame and the glory. They can get the bonuses. They never do things truthfully, man. Simple as that. Everything's in deceit with them.
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse on. Actually, I could get most of this whole chapter. I wanted to get the part with the missiles though, but I just started 5. This is Isaiah 34:5. It says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment." Idumea is Esau, Edom. All right, that's the Greek way of saying Edom. All right, the sword of the Lord Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord Yahweh hath a sacrifice in Basra,
Woo!
and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. It says, "And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks." Unicorn just means one horn, and it's just naming all these different animals because of a sacrifice. It says, "And the bullocks with the bulls." It says, "And their land shall be soaked with blood," America, "and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord Yahweh's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion." It said recompenses, meaning payback. It's the reason why it keep on in the scriptures. It always keeps on mentioning a recompense or reward, for the simple fact that these people, hey, if you want to get in Second Ezra 9, they haven't paid for the things in such as their lifetime and received benefits like 9 and 15. Yeah, but these people have not been paid back for the crimes that they've been committing. The Lord just had it on hold, and the Lord is not a man that he should lie. All right, every promise, good or bad, he's gonna fulfill, man. It ain't one thing the Lord that said in his book that hasn't came to pass or won't come to pass. It's gonna happen. It's like 9 and 15.
No, I started 9 and 9.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, it's 9. It's 9 and 10, but we gotta start at 9 though.
Yeah.
This is Second Ezra 9 and 9. "Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways." And Esau, he's the one that's abused the Lord's ways the most. You know. And it says, because we always bring this out, we're talking about, Jake's, but this could be used for Esau too, man. Okay? And it says, "And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments." And they're about to get that great judgment. The Lord's before the Lord, hits his place with thermonuclear missiles, there's going to be all sorts of various plagues, man, from famine to wild beasts, devouring people, to diseases, so on and so forth, man. Okay? And it says, verse 10, "For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me," and they have received benefits, okay? As we were talking about earlier, what the white supremacy, man, all right, Edomite supremacy, okay, they can commit a crime and get probation barely. If Jake steals a damn candy bar, man, he's getting 5 years in jail.
Exactly.
That's wicked as hell, man. And it says, Salakia. Verse 11, "And they that have loathed my law while they yet had liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain." And these Edomites, man, they're going to learn, man. Like I said, we use that for Jake, the majority of the time. But, hey, Esau, hey, they're going to get that great recompense, man. They're going to know everything death by pain, man. All right? Because in the end, they're going to realize that all that they did was wicked. It wasn't beneficial to them as a nation, man. All right? All right? Hey, they were able to enjoy being able to do their wickedness for a season, man. All right?
Did we get to Obadiah?
Oh, shit, no. You want me to get it?
Yeah, it's the brother JMS Ravenous Wolf. The Memphis Brothers.
Obadiah, what is it? What does he want me to get?
Obadiah 1 and 8 to 9.
Okay, Slack, I was just seeing if there was anything else above that. Yeah. This is Obadiah 1 and 8. "Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and the understanding out of the mount of Esau?" And that's what's happening right now. You see that the Lord's destroying the the knowledge of Esau, okay? Because what does it say in I think it was Sirach, or is it Sirach? or is it Ecclesiastes or Proverbs? I forget where it's at, but it says that the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. You
Let
know,
me see. It's like 19. Sirach 19.
I'll keep reading now.
Okay.
You know, and everything that Esau is doing is backfiring on him. All right. Verse 9. Well, because that's what it says in the scriptures that he that diggeth the pit, he's gonna fall into it. This man's falling into his own devices, man.
That's right.
Verse 9. And it's like, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. All right. Edomites are gonna die terribly. Terribly. Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. You know, hey, you've had that perpetual hatred towards us. All right, you know they love the blood, so blood is gonna pursue them, man. You know, we read that in the Ezekiel the 35th chapter earlier. All right, and you're gonna be cut off forever. Eh? Your whole sea line's gonna be destroyed, man. All right, after this you know, great captivity that you're gonna serve, man.
All right. I'm gonna just start at verse 19. Probably quote Psalms 50. This is Sirach 19:19. It says, "The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life,
Yep.
and they that do things that please Him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality." All right. Simple fact is, it shows you that Esau is after death because he doesn't follow these laws, man. All right, and he doesn't teach them. He doesn't teach them that you should follow him. Even if he says that there is a God, he doesn't really teach much about the ways of the Most High. All right, everything that this guy goes towards is death, man. That should let you know that this guy is not the man to follow, man. That if he's not teaching you to follow these laws and to believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, then that's a person to not follow. All right, it's because it tells you in Baruch, it says that such to keep this shall come to life.
Yeah,
but such as leave it shall die, man. And it even says it goes into Sirach the 15th chapter when it says the Lord has sets before you life and death. Where it says fire and water, man. A man stretches his hand unto what he will. So whatever you want, you can go after, man. Like if you want this world, you can go hard in this world. If you want this truth, you're gonna go hard in this truth. There's no gray areas. There's no in the middle. It's either you this or you that, man. We ain't with the world and all those weird categorized labels, man. It's only one fine label, man. And that's that you follow Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai straight up, man. It's either you're gonna do it or you're not. If you don't want to do it, you're not forced to do it. It says that no sister or brothers in bondage and such things, man. If you really want to go out there and die, be my guest. As for me and my house, we shall serve the Lord, man. It says, and they that do these things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law and the knowledge of his omnipotency. Salaki. If a servant say to his master, I will not do as it pleases thee, though afterward he angereth him that nourishes him. All right. Says, because we have a responsibility, man. We got to do and say these things we're going to do, man. It says, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time counsel of sinners prudence.
Yep, exactly. It says that the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. All right, that's why that we said in that Obadiah that basically Esau's understanding is failing.
Yeah, it says he shall destroy the wise men out of Teman, and that's and through the Spirit we bringing down everything in the society that Esau upholds: homosexuality, the women, his ways of life, and his philosophies, man. That Darwinism, we destroy that, and they're off carbon dating, which is scientists been getting fired because they've been miscalculating the time frame of what certain animals come from. Like the one dinosaur, it was like early 2090, something like that. Guy got fired because he had miscalculated the time of the creature, but the tissue identified that it was a little younger. It was younger than the amount of years that he said it actually was, man. So it just goes to show you Esau don't know shit, man. He just puts it out there like he does, and he painted a nice picture, man.
No,
But
he's
hey,
a great
man,
devil.
right?
Great devil, man. Great deceiver. You know, great deceiver, right? But you know what? We're pulling down them strongholds through this word. All right.
Since you said that,
I got
got some.
2 Thessalonians 1:6.
Yeah, let's get that.
This is 2 Thessalonians 1:6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. You know, so it's a righteous thing that you basically pay back your enemies, man. Right? Because look at what this man has done. Physically, he's killed our people. He mutilated our people. Right? Done inhumane things. You know, slicing our bodies in half while we're watching us die. You know, while half our body, you know what I'm saying, half our bodies there. You know, cut off our our private parts, man. You know, took our babies, smashed them against walls. What is he? Germ warfare, man. Got our people all messed up right now. Okay.
Yeah, and that spirit is coming back, man. That's the spirit that the Lord's about to put back on Esau to show you that he's this Pharaoh beast, man. Yep. He never changed. He had his peace, and since he didn't feel the need to go out and destroy, well, he's still doing that. But since he wasn't going as hard on you Negroes like he would at one point, he thought that things were all good. No, this guy's about to he's about to turn up and show you that he's the devil, man. He doesn't give a damn about himself. So how much more you?
Can I say too? Another thing too, man. He's polluted our people's minds, which that's worse than the things that when you destroy people, you brought them down so low that they don't even know their true nationality. That's the worst thing you can do to people, man, because they don't know who they are. They're walking around aimlessly. They're the walking dead, literally. Because it says in Proverbs 21:16 that he that wandereth out of the way of understanding is in the congregation of the dead. That's why you look at our people, man. You got Little Pump, Little Uzi Vert. Just bug outs, man.
It's funny.
Jaden Smith.
I was with the brother, a little homosexual, man, in which everybody already know. But I was with the brother doing something. He does a little dancing with the kids or whatever, man. I was talking with one of the little young men, and because he was certain songs he couldn't really just play like that at that type of function. But it's like even the clean versions, man. Like the majority of the music that Esau puts out there with our people, he pushes us to stay in a dead state, talking about drugs and drinking all the damn time, man, and smoking. They don't talk about nothing else. Why is every song that you listen to always talking about doing some type of freaking drug, man, or getting drunk, or I hate being sober type of shit, man? Every song.
You know, you look at the music in the past. You know, they talked about family structure, a man and a woman being together. You know, those old 70s, 60s songs, man. You know, they talked about the Most High a lot, even though they didn't have like the the correct knowledge of the Most High. But you know what I'm saying? People were still very spiritual, man.
Yeah, it went from let's stay together songs to fucking I ain't got no time, but talk about leaving the girl, bro. And with some of these women, the thing with these women is it does fall on the man sometimes, man. Pushed by Esau. Yep. It's the simple fact that he'll make these women the headaches, or he'll make them adulterers at some point, you know, and that helps break up the household. Or they'll raise a man by themselves, and he don't know how to actually be responsible. So he basically repeats the cycle of not being there for his kid, or doesn't know how to be a dad, and he's a deadbeat. Even if he wants to be there, he doesn't know how to keep a job, things like that. Esau created all that, man. This wouldn't just know nothing to just happen, or we just a weak people and this happens. Nah. Every time we rose up in society, Esau destroyed it. Esau just bombed one of our towns in the 80s. That's not that long ago. Esau bombed our towns in the 50s, the early 20s and 1900s, man. Esau has always been a devil, and these are events that did not happen a very long time ago. It's just and the fact that it keeps on happening, and people still keep on saying that there's no racism in America, or that it's only racism when you talk about it. No, it's a simple fact that this is a devil. Now that we're acknowledging him, acknowledging the fact that he's a devil, and he wants himself, we're the bad guy. Just showing his rap sheet, man. Everything, even the things I read in Amos 1:11, that was his rap sheet.
Yeah.
That's the, just so you know, this is when you get jacked up, this is why.
Yep.
All right?
You're the true terrorist.
You want to get Revelations 2:9? That's right. He's a true terrorist.
Fucking devil.
I'm going to get this scripture right here. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 30. It says, the poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. That's the reason why Esau, the people like Esau, man, because he's in power, man. People like Jay because we just raw as shit. We created by the Most High to be this way, man. Like we're much more honorable people, man. Even the wicked ass 2/3 Jake, man. You got niggas just go hard for Esau. That's the only difference. They use their talents for the wrong association when they should be using that for the Most High. All right. It says, "He that is honored in poverty, which is Jake, how much more in riches?" So yeah, when we actually come into our power, people want to be like Jake, and we don't even have nothing, man. We don't have jack squat, man. But Yahweh Shemi Al Shai, man. That's what it says. We don't even have a defense. Our only defense is Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. That wormhole Jacob. All right. When we actually come into power and be known that we are the sons of the Most High, with no argument, without us have to go into all these facts, and it's just that. Just as plain as people saying that you black. That we're gonna be highly honored, man. All right. We're honored right now as being low, man. We're coming back into our power, man. We actually have more than what Esau even had. Even if we had what Esau had, we'd be a way raw people, man. But going into the scripture, it says, "And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty?" Just like the brother Yuana had said. He said, man, slavery or Esau falling, it don't look good. It don't look pretty. And it don't. Man, look at this guy. He's on oils, man. This guy's gonna be horrible in slavery, man. We made grits in slavery. Esau can't make nothing, man. He's gonna be, man.
This guy, you look at these Rothschilds, they got all this money. I mean, it's just a carnal thing, whatever. But they don't even dress right. They don't even, wear any jewelry.
All right.
They don't do anything with the riches that they have, man. All they get, all they do is just destroy everything, man. Everything they touch, man, it just becomes dead. Damn devils.
They are death, man. All right.
Fucking devils, bro.
That's why it says that they are the border of wickedness, man.
Nope.
From wickedness, shit. The curse of wickedness is death, man. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get this in Romans, man, where it says it, man. Because when you're going off, that's about to be a sign that you're about to receive a curse, man. None of these things that people doing on the earth isn't attached with some type of exchange, man. That's fair, right? This is Romans 6 and for the wages of sin is death.
Isn't that 3, like the last verse? No, that's something else. Man, I wish I had my scriptures on me, man.
23, I got it.
Okay, go on.
I thought it was the last verse. This is Romans chapter 6, verse 23. It says, "For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of the Most High is eternal life through Yahweh Mashiach our Lord." All right, so if it was okay to eat pork, the Lord would assign a death receipt on it, man. Not a death receipt, but a death price tag on it, man. All right, you do this is death. This is the curse. If you can go out and be a homosexual, people wouldn't be getting AIDS, man. All right, or the Lord wouldn't have those particular people to assign to be put to death, man. That wouldn't be a law, man. Like, y'all really is trying to make the Lord sing like a woman, like he's just some type of person that changes his mind every few seconds. The Lord says, I change not. All right? The Lord said it was this way back then. The only reason why we even allowed to return is because he sent the Son, which was already going to be something that was set up. All right? Because the Lord always dealt with a sacrifice or a mediator. All right? Everything that people are doing is going to come back on them, man. All right? So if you're following Esau, you're following the harbinger of death, like we keep saying. The border of wickedness, the guy who's the natural can't get right, man. It's for real, though.
Yeah. Come.
Oh, you got something else?
I don't know if this is even relevant anymore, the Revelation. Maybe we should get 13.
Yeah, just get 13. I was trying to mix that with the scripture because that goes with the Revelation 2 and 9 goes with that Sirach.
I think we're kind of past it.
Yeah, this side of seas.
Should we just finish it off with?
Yeah, just finish it with
yeah, it's almost been going on for an hour.
Oh,
yeah, we'll just end it off with this then. Revelations 13 and 9 and 10, and it reads, "If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints."
That's right.
You know, and that's what's gonna happen, man. All right, since he, led people into captivity, he's gonna go into captivity. He ruled this world with the sword, killed people with the sword. He's gonna die by the sword. All right, and that's what we're patiently waiting for his judgment to come. All right, and we believe these things are gonna happen. All right, this is our faith, man. All right, and the Lord is showing us that He's keeping His promise. All right, whatever's written in the scriptures, it's coming to pass as we speak. That's why we're seeing His kingdom fall down so quickly now, man. Okay, we just gotta endure and just deal with these daily afflictions, and eventually the Lord's gonna get us out of this this jam. Hey, all these people are gonna take all these L's, man, and we're gonna get that big W.
That's right.
All right, and with that,
Well, I mean, just say this real quick. Yeah, we was talking about it's a reward for sin, but it's also a reward for doing good, man. Shalom, Mat. Y'all about to But yes, it's a reward for doing good if you just simply keep on, man. All right. The same way that the 2/3 about to get a recompense coming back on them, the same for the man that's doing this work, man. So perform a sacrifice of mercy for Yahweh Shai that we may receive the kingdom and deliverance on this first go round, man.
I think I got is it 17 or 18? Let me try this out.
Well, Yahweh Shai is the person that created the world, Salakia. Well, the worlds, right? Is that what this guy said? Who is Yahweh Shai?
Salakia is at 18. Do you know what that scripture?
Did I read that wrong? What scripture you looking for?
Right here. Wisdom of Solomon 18 and 7. "So of thy people was accepted both the salvation of the righteous and destruction of the enemies." So basically it's a balance, all right? The Lord's gonna save the righteous, and He's gonna give destruction unto the wicked, all right?
That's right.
Everyone's gonna get the reward. Revelation 22, I think 11. Everyone's gonna be judged according to their works, all right?
Including your fan, man. You got a whole fan right there.
I don't even know who this is.
Piece of shit. That's who it is.
Fuck him. Shit.
Hey, man. Well, you gonna have as a reward for that too. But anyway, yeah, you can just end it off, man.
All right, and with that, we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash.
Also, double honors to our apostle and our elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the brothers out there who push His word in all truth and in all sincerity.